I've got the primary drive side of this 500 electric start Bullet fully stripped down now in order to totally strip the gearbox, because you can get most of it out just by taking the clutch off and pulling all but one of the gears and the main shaft out. But I needed to get the main shaft sleeve out in order to get at the one of the first gears, so it's all stripped in order that I could do that. The gearbox sprocket had to come off, and I've pulled the sleeve, the main shaft sleeve out, and got the gear that I wanted access to out as well. There's the main shaft sleeve, main shaft, lay shaft, and here are the gears that are responsible for giving us first gear. And we get first gear when these raised parts, or dogs as they're called, are moved by the selector mechanism to engage in between these dogs, so they come face to face and overlap, and the lay shaft is driving this gear, which freewheels on the main shaft sleeve, and then this gear in turn, when this gear is pressed into it, locked into it, is driven by it, and we get first gear. But this setup relies on the faces of these dogs being in good shape and quite sort of true and sharp and square. And whether the camera will pick this up too well or not, I don't know, but we've got quite a bit of wear and rounding on these. Even a little bit of chipping on that one, that's quite rough. So that's what we got, and there's another one actually that's pretty rough and rounded. And then the corresponding faces on this gear, they've also got quite a bit of rounding and wear on them. So that's enabling, or even forcing it to jump out of first gear when the power is applied, because you've got the rounded faces acting like a ramp or a cam, forcing those gears apart from each other. And a good sign of this being the problem is if you click into first gear and pull uphill and it jumps out of first, but you can hold it in first gear if you keep your foot on the gear lever pulling upwards. Chances are you got this kind of wear going on rather than any selector adjustment issues. So I've got new gears ordered and a few other bits as well. They should take care of first gear. As far as I know, the others were working okay, but I'll have a look at them anyway just to make sure while we've got them out. And then hopefully we might get our parts back tomorrow, replacements for these, and be able to start building the thing back up again. I've also got a new seal and a spacer collar that goes in behind the gearbox sprocket ordered, so I'm going to make sure that we've got a good seal there and that we can put oil in the gearbox rather than that mucky slop that came out of it. And there's all the bits and pieces that we got removed there, all waiting their turn to hopefully be put back in before too long and have first gear working on this machine for its owner, who needs it very, very soon as it happens.